All right, everybody. Always powered by coffee each and every time. Welcome to Psycho's Platters, episode 201. More concert stories. I know you guys are going. Some of you are going, oh my God, is he ever going to get to the vinyl? Yeah, I'm going to get to the vinyl. But as you can kind of see behind me here, the walls are empty. Not too much longer in this place, but you know me. I can't seem to shut up for very long, can I? But more concert stories. Act six. Let's go backwards again, unfortunately, because I remember this story. My mind, unfortunately, I'm gonna be 50 in a few weeks. It's not as good as it used to be. My mind. And if you're wondering what the light streak is, it's because I've got a fan light. That's maybe why it's cutting through. So it's not your computer. It's this. So we're going to go back to 1988. Yes, back to the glorious 80s. To a concert that was one of the strangest concerts I've ever been to, but it was still cool at the same time. We're going to set the scene here. Summer of 88, Poplar Creek Music Theater. If anybody up there in Northwest Illinois, Chicagoland area remembers Poplar Creek, I got to tell you the truth. I only was at Poplar Creek twice out of its existence. Poplar Creek, if I remember correctly, shut down in the mid to late 90s, I want to say, which is sad because it was an interesting venue. I actually liked it. It was an outdoor venue, guys. The second time that I was there, truthfully, I really don't remember a lot of the gig. So I'm not really going to call it a concert that I visited because the fact is, in the early 90s, I belonged to the JCs, which was a local organization civic-wise, and I ended up helping in beer sales at a Leonard Skinner Ted Nugent gig. I didn't get to hear most of this stuff. I didn't get to enjoy it. So to me, unfortunately, yeah, even though I was in the venue, I didn't hear it. So that one doesn't count for me. But the first time I was there in 88, summer of 88, guys, I'll tell you. Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. Yes, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. I would love to go off and tell you that GNR were awesome. I'd like to tell you that. But the thing is that it was a disaster. And to top that off, they only played, I think, to my recollection, about 5 songs because Axl got in one of his tizzy fits. Now, I for once am actually glad that I was in the back of the house. Normally I'd try to be up front, right? Or at least in the middle somewhere. But unfortunately, due to strange circumstances, I ended up in the back of the venue this time for this show. And I'm glad I did, because the fact is that, like I said, I got there early enough for the concert per se, but I just can't remember what pissed Axl off. And he walked off. If I remember correctly, he walked off stage left and left the rest of the band there. The rest of the band was noodling around a little bit. Slash kind of looked up at us, although you really couldn't tell with all that hair, and kind of goes like this and walks off. And now we're like going, oh, good God, what's going on here? We thought maybe, we really didn't think Axl like all pissy. We didn't know about the Reputation yet. We thought maybe he got sick or maybe he needed to, do one or two. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. But no, he was all pissy and he never came back out. Slash comes back. Oh boy, Slash comes back. And he mutters into the microphone what it appeared to sound like, show's over. And as soon as he said that, a cascade of boos, not booze, but boo, We're all over the venue. The band exits, okay? Equipment's still there. And I did see, like I said, people were throwing things at the stage. They were throwing things. And the one that made me laugh, and I guess, either security didn't do a real good job that day or whatever, but somebody had a booze bottle and they chucked it at the bass drum. So Adler's bass drum, they chucked it at the bass drum, flew back and hit the dude that threw it there, and I laughed. That was funny. I'm like, dumbass. So that went on, but like I said, once again, I'm glad I was in the back of the joint because I'm going, oh my God, are we going to deal with a full scale riot? Because it looked like it was brewing up there. That Vince Neil 2004 concert I told you about was nothing compared to what was probably going on up at the front of the stage for the GNR Aerosmith show. And I'm going, what the hell? So, me and my buddy, I can't remember who I went with, but I know I didn't go by myself. And I'm just sitting here and I'm going, what are we supposed to do here? So we kind of just stayed where we were because I'm like, if we went into the front, we would have been in some stupid pit of whatever. So we stayed in the back. And I'd say, I'm not kidding you, it felt like 10 minutes. Maybe it was longer, maybe it was shorter. Steve Tyler pops out. And we were like, oh shit. He called for everybody basically to shut the hell up for a minute in his own way. And went off and said, give us a few minutes and we'll be out here. Because the equipment already was changed over. And so everybody went nuts in a good way. And so basically Aerosmith saved the damn show from being what could have been a full-scale riot. Aerosmith, at least back in '88, Permanent Vacation Tour, we're talking they were on, and which was a decent album. I liked it. I really did. In fact, honest to God, I bought, Done with Mirrors back in '85, and Done with Mirrors was okay, wasn't great. And I remember when Permanent came out, and I'm going, ooh, this is a lot better than I expected. So they played a little extra long set. If I remember, they played a couple covers. My memory's slightly hazy on this, but it seemed to me like it was an extra long set. They probably were compensating for, Guns' mini short set. So yeah, once again, I saw them for 4 or 5 songs, and that was for Guns, that was the end of that. But Aerosmith put on a damn good show. They did. Fast forward now for a second to 2012. Down here in Northwest Arkansas, Bud Walton Arena, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Every year, Walmart puts on associate concerts, but it is free to some of the general public. And in 2012, Cheap Trick and Aerosmith. Yes. And so I got to see Aerosmith again, and I said back then, I'm like, I wonder. I had nothing to doubt. That band was still on all cylinders. I was like, holy crap. Aerosmith, in 2012, even Tyler could sing the high notes on Dream On. I'm like, what the heck? And I was just totally pleased with the way they did the set. Cheap Trick, that, like I said, that open forum. That was the 3rd time I saw Trick, and so far the last time I've seen him. I haven't seen him since 12. That was the first time I saw him with Dax on drums. I miss Bunny, but Dax did a competent job on that, I think. And, Robin, I could tell, though, with Robin that he couldn't get the real high notes like on the songs If You Want My Love. What's the other one that he used to sing a little high parts? But for a couple of them, he had to drop it down some. And I'm like, it happens, But Cheap Trick, you know, Rick was still cooking. You know, everybody was still cooking. It was good. It was a damn good show in 12. But uh, but that's my Aerosmith stories. They're still awesome. That last album though that they did in 12 wasn't real that good. At least in my opinion. It'd be nice somehow if they could put out a couple new tunes though before if they do break up. I don't know. They keep changing their mind on this. Yes, we're breaking up. No, we're not breaking up. I don't know. Whatever. The point of the matter is, if you guys are still damn good at what you do, you keep rocking. That's how this works, and hopefully they'll be able to keep rocking until they drop. That's how that works. At least, like I said, with Aerosmith, you're going to have yourself a good time when you go to one of their shows. That is a guarantee. All right, guys. This is it for this chapter. Remember, kids, tell your concert stories down below. Also, leave questions for the mighty Psycho for my 5th anniversary show, which is going to be coming up real soon. Leave some in the comments. I did have a handful of gracious people that have given me some really good questions at 200 episodes. So let's see what else you can give me that I can try to answer for you. Take care. God bless. Rock on. And see you next time.